As I was going through the question of which of the three illustrations do I most relate to, I actually found that I was a blend of two of them, both 11 and 13. And so I made you this wonderful little chart here to show you what I mean, because I don't think if I typed it out, you'd be able to understand what I was trying to say. So here is a line graph. This axis right here, this is kind of our zeal, our love for God um, when we first become a Christian. And on the bottom here is kind of our faith. Now, when we first become a Christian, a lot of us get filled with a lot of zeal. We're very happy. We're just have such a drive for God. And so I would say for like this part, the cross is kind of big. This is kind of like figure 13. But then as we're going, we don't have much faith because we have to kind of build that as we go. So my cross is pretty big here, but then it gets smaller and smaller as the zeal starts to wear off and you start to run into Christians that stress you out and hurt you, but our faith in God is able to grow. And so for this section of my life, I feel that my cross kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller, even though my relationship with God was growing. I feel like my zeal started to sink. And then you get to this major point here, and this is when a lot of people lose their faith. But it's only once you get to the point where your zeal and your faith are equal and you can start growing them together, growing in God together, that our cross and our view gets bigger. And so as I hit this point, this is about when I wanted to go back to school, and I realized that my cross was getting smaller, but then as we start to grow together, our cross starts getting big together. It's more like figure 11 for me. But right in here, right in this area here, once our faith and our zeal are able to start working together, I mean, this is where real ministry happens. It's hard as a new Christian with very little faith to be able to do it. So I just hope that makes sense. So I have for start of my life, starting off as a Christian, I had a lot of zeal and a lot of love for the Lord. But as that kind of grows and my real faith grows, it kind of diminished. I hope that's understanding. Feel free to leave a question or comments, and I will respond and try to make it seem more real. Thanks.